Welcome, everybody, to Rimworld. Yesterday, Delta went a little bit mad and went to the spooky red glowing tree and wrote a spooky red glowing book, which has put everyone in just the best mood possible. I was trying to get her to tidy up the base a little bit, build a couple of things before we dived into things here, but she can't do it. She's got two low moods. We just gather around the regular Rimworld jobs rather than trying to force us to do things. She's also, don't forget, pregnant. So I'm curious what effect what effect would writing a book on the occult have on little babby Delta. We'll have to see what happens with that one, but I have a pretty good idea. So today we want to finish off the battery research, which we did queue up at the end of yesterday. However, she's so terrible at research that it's going to take a very, 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 very long time. 2.2. To be honest, she's getting a lot of skill very quickly. To say she's only had like a few hours here while I was setting up the episode to work on it. So maybe I'm being a little bit harsh on her. I think it's still probably going to take the best part of an in-game Rimworld week because my god, this is going to be so damn slow. One thing I noticed as well is that you remember a couple of episodes ago, she actually broke up with Upsa, making our lives incredibly difficult because we might have to build another friggin' bedroom. But now she is being rebuffed by him. So that's always, I suppose that's a good sign because it means they can get back together in a relationship, which means we don't have to worry about. I mean, it's just a mood boost at the end of the day, isn't it? Two characters being in a relationship, you get plenty of mood boosts out of that. Hopefully, if we just keep them in the same room, keep them in the same sort of area, eventually one of these social attempts will work. Also, the game is so slow right now. What the hell is going on? You all right? Cleaning blood. My man's stuck. Help him out. Oh god, he's so stuck. Hang on. Oh no. I think we may have found a little bit of a bug here, team. Which one is cleaning? I think that's area 1. You know, I don't think he's even supposed to be cleaning there anyway. Oh no, everything's broken. Okay, we might have to remove the cleaning area mod because I feel like that might be causing us some issues. What if I just say home? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so the cleaning area mod might be a little bit broken. We just won't use it for the time. It's not quite a big deal. Cargo pods. Hey, thank you. What have we got? That looks like a pregnant test. I mean, that's completely pointless. I don't know why you've sent that. What would be even the point of that? Discover to check on the pregnancy of a creature. Pregnancy is not visible for the first third of its duration. Ah, I see. Okay. Okay, fine. Let's get that whole back to base then. That's, I guess, kind of useful. I don't really know the practical purposes of that, but that's okay. Right, so Delta, I'm going to get to just quickly reorganize base a little bit. I feel like we've got to get some floors down today because the chance of food poisoning is massive. Bear in mind, we're cooking like dirty meat on a dirty campfire in a dirty room. So I feel like dealing with that pretty early on would be kind of helpful. If we get any more mental breaks, we're going to be so screwed for the next couple of days as well. Particularly as without the batteries, we can't keep this efficiently cooled. So we're basically risking, if Delta, food poisoning, like I said, pain leads to mental breakdown, leads to no batteries, leads to no food, everybody dies. It's a very slippery slope. I'm not just saying that because I'm worried about, you know, the whole colony given what happened to Franklin yesterday. That's okay. People were saying I could have just chopped his leg off. Yes, however, he was old. He was old and his only good skill was animals, so I wasn't particularly too bothered about it. Like I said, it was a hero's death for a hero of our colony. He arrived, he helped us out, he died. That's the best thing you can hope for in Rimworld. I also forgot to mention, I'll probably put a note of this at the start of the episode as well, so ignore me if I have already, but the Steam collection is available for download below. People were asking on a couple of episodes ago how to download everything. There is the Steam Workshop collection. I've updated it to the newest mod load order as well with some additional mods I've included. Speaking of which, it was suggested yesterday by people to that there's an animals mod that allows you to train all animals to attack, so we can train our boom rat to attack. The cool thing about that, it's the Hunt for Me mod, I think it's called. So we've got that added to the load order. We've also got like animal, what's it called, like shearing spot or something like animal collecting spot, where you set a place where you call animals over to be milked or sheared or gather the resources from. Saves you having to run around in the field, but also does kind of make some sense there too, particularly when we've got a lot of animals and only 2 people to deal with that, or at least ideally we will eventually. So that's kind of another high priority mod, I thought, especially for Island Life as well. A medieval tournament. I think we'll safely ignore that one. What have they got? Word is spread that Shadov, Lord of Lakalord Dynasty, will be hosting a tournament near the Omwefa. You're taking the piss now. This could potentially be a good opportunity to earn some goodwill as well as the following prizes: flak pants and Galatros leather cultist vestments. Oh, they're tentacled as well. Oh god, not another series. No, I'm not even entertaining the thought. We can't do it. Battery research is painfully slow, I'll be honest. This is really, really painfully slow. My God, it is actually ticking up. I was like, hang on, is she not even researching there? No, it is just disgustingly slow. So we're probably going to be looking about, like I said, a Rimworld week before this becomes relevant. Will you get out of the fucking freezer? What the hell do you think you're doing in here? We need to get the locks mod to stop animals coming in. Otherwise, every animal that we recruit or every animal that gets born, gets birthed, every animal born, we will have to restrict to this new area straight away. There's a bloody bee in here eating my damn meals. Get out. Okay. Did we set up an animals area? I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, I was going to say I'm pretty sure I did. We'll let them move around the farms, but you definitely cannot walk on the farms and eat all of our damn food. I also want to keep them relatively close to the base as well. You're probably wondering why I'm not just, you know, putting an area over the farms and then inverting it. Only because I'm a little bit concerned that we know new animals can spawn in. We've seen new animals spawn in the form of the overgrown colossus. I'm sure there's some other shit as well if we pan around. There's a big dinosaur. A hench giraffe has apparently spawned in. Basically, what I'm getting at is we don't let the animals sort of wander too far, otherwise they will just get eaten by predators. There's a strong chance of more predators spawning in, so I'm being a lot more careful, trying to keep them basically around the base, around the farm. There's plenty of food there as well, as long as we've included this big animal grazing field. Holy shit, that's a lot of grass. They should have more than enough stuff going for them there. Mad Aero Fleet. That's annoying, because Aero Fleets, is it that one? It is. Aero fleets, very similar to the last mod collection scenario starting pack we had. When they die, they explode. So I think this is definitely going to be an example of us sitting indoors for the rest of the night and not engaging with it. No, upset. Don't do that. Come back in. It's attacking the boom rat. Oh, shit. That's not good. A boom rat attacking an aero fleet. Absolutely fantastic. Please extinguish. Go, go, go. Okay, he's out. Okay, let's get you to do the rest of this very briefly. Excuse me, the base is on fire. Thank you. Sorry to interrupt your chess game there, Chief. Can you even butcher and eat these things, or is that not allowed? Process hauling. What have we got no storage space for? Oh, the pregnancy tests? Okay. What's wrong with the stockpile exactly? They count as fresh, maybe. Oh, there's a load of new raw resource. I guess that's where I've installed new mods, huh? No, I don't want all the chunks. Shit. Just steel slag in that one. Again, mechanoid corpse is fine. What the hell do they count as then? A food? I guess they probably do count as a food. What are you talking about? Nan? Well, your guess is as good as mine, I'll be honest with you. What do you mean? Unmarked holding space have no... What? Am I going insane? Yeah, I don't really know... I don't know what to say there. Can I get to it? No, they can definitely get to it. Fuck it. Who cares? Why do we care anyway? There's only 2 of them. We know they... I mean, it'd be good to get it to sell, I guess. What are you talking about? Okay, you know what? Fuck this. Pick them all up. Pick them all up manually. I'll do it myself. Oh no, a solar flare. I guess our batteries have been knocked out. That's painfully so, but she's getting very good at research all of a sudden. Holy shit, wow, she's picked up a lot of experience in a very short period of time there. Can we also get this... Actually, do we need to worry about it repaired? It doesn't affect the efficiency, does it, right? If they're, like, highly damaged, they don't operate as well. I mean, that'd be kind of a cool mod, but it'd be a little bit of a pain in the ass to keep going around making... I mean, it's basically what we've got with Fluffy's breakdown mod anyway. Right, let's make sure that is fully repaired, because we don't want that breaking, please. Thank you. I've also got to bear in mind maintenance is something else we have to concern ourselves with. Is that... does that count as repair? Because if that counts as repair, that's going to be a real pain in the ass, especially if we've got a... Especially if we've got a research as well. Ugh. We won't worry about it for the time being. What we need then is a dedicated builder / someone capable of doing maintenance. Otherwise, a lot of our... if we have Delta obviously researching all day and doing our other jobs, our things are just going to keep breaking down. Let's say just manually... I guess I'll manually do it for the time being. But in the future, maybe we can get Upses to do that to help build up his construction skills. Because it's either that or he does what? Like fishing? So we'll get him to repair. And then after that... So let's put that as job 3. So, hauling, cleaning, delivering. Oh, but we need more numbers. Rimworld, I'm going to say it. We need more numbers. Maybe there's a mod for that. If anybody knows a mod for more numbers, please let me know. We'll just do it like that. That's okay. We'll leave him in charge of repairing and take you back off, because obviously she's not going to get time to that during all the research anyway. So I'm also going to get into build a refrigerator quickly as well. We've got the room food mod, which means there will always, if there is room... If food in a room, that's hard to say, then they will just obviously eat in that one. The issue is we still don't have batteries. So I guess we'll use what little power we've actually got to share it between the cooler as well. Only because that way, because you absolute sadists who voted on the Eats Without a Table as a War Crimes mod, we have to make sure that they are eating food in a room with a table. And because we've got the room food mod, we need to make sure that that all lines up as well. I'm being very overcautious here to ensure we don't get a minus 25 mood debuff because they hit without a table. So, I mean, it's not even making enough food to keep this cool, is it? It's not even making enough power, sorry, to keep this cool. We do need 2 coolers, ideally. Yeah, there you go. It's gone off immediately. I can't justify it quite yet. But the second we get the batteries, we'll build another wind turbine as well. We'll build it in a slightly better position. Honestly, it would have been better to put it there so that it was over the farm rather than where we've got it now where it's right in the middle of that. But we can't reinstall it, can we? I've been bamboozled. Well, we can build another one there. It's not a big deal. That's absolutely fine as well. And then we'll get that one hooked up. And hopefully between the 2 of them, they can provide enough power to get a single wall cooler going. Maybe I should do that right now because we are kind of desperate. And these batteries can take a hell of a long time. Maybe that could be Upsy's little pet project in the background then. I'll take you off of mining. So I'll take, Delta off of mining. Upsy will drop down to 2 because I feel like harvesting and growing is still more important than mining, even though we're going to manually do the mining designations. We need 100 steel. So we'll get 3 designations, hoping he gets 30 from each, plus whatever we've got in the stockpile right now. We've got 40 in the stockpile. So that gives us 3 designations for 30 apiece, plus some extra in case of them being just terrible at mining. I don't think you can get lower than 30 steel given mining yield with low skill, but that might be the case. I'm not sure. We've got so many mods going on as well. Who even knows if what base game Rimworld rules even apply anymore? So we'll let him do that one when he's done with all of his meals and everything. This was why I want to drop it down, so we've actually got enough meals as well, don't forget. Oh, we are going to store it still in the freezer. Yeah, I guess we probably would. Okay, let's set that to critical then, because I think this is set to important right now. That's fine. Get those meals in the freezer as soon as possible, but will that affect... I said do forever. Maybe I should just say do until we've got X, where X is like... Do until we've got 10, and then unpause when we've only got 5. Yeah, basically exactly like that. That'll work fine. So the rice has an incredibly long shelf life, and if the one thing we don't have right now is any cooling capabilities, no point cooking 50 meals, because they're not going to eat 50 meals in 3.4 days. Actually, will they? They eat 3 meals a day. There's 2 of them. That's 6 meals a day. 6 times 3. Okay, never mind. They will eat 3... don't question it, okay? It's not too relevant. We've got a cotton harvesting already. Oh, that's quite nice. We're going to need some actual clothes and not just the thermal wrapping from, was it Fifth Element? I think people will talk about in Discord. Let's get ourselves down then very quickly, some better form of recreation. Billiards table? This is luxury. I'm not going to lie, this is luxury. Franklin would love this if only he was still alive and not horribly dead. I've built this room a bit weirdly, haven't I? Right, let's capitalize on the space a bit more. So let's bring this one over here. Got the chess table right in front of the window. Then they can look out on a melancholy summer's day and think of a better time back when Franklin was not horribly dead. Right, there we go. Let's go for our billiards table as well. I think that works there. That's fine. And then we'll move the wooden horseshoe pin to just the most distracting place possible. Actually, can I even play it there? I don't think there's enough room still. Let's put it there. There we go. So when when Delta's doing the research, Upsy can be just horribly annoying. Weapons. Now, yesterday, the game did us a heckin' bamboozle with this one. By which I mean gave us fucking rocks. Come on. What do we got? Oh, baseball bat. Great. Okay. Fantastic. Thank you. Not really hyper relevant there, but that's fine. So the skill game for the first few days then, it's been very impressive. How long have we been playing for? So we've been playing for roughly the first month of Rimworld now. She's got, Delta has 8 construction, which is obviously very good. 3 melee from the very small amount of things we've actually clubbed to death. 7 plants and 4 intellectual. Upsa has 8 plants. Wow, that's quite impressive. Upsa has 8 plants, so we're almost borderline Devil Strand related territory. 6 cooking is obviously quite good as well. Definitely puts us in the not quite food poisoning band of cooking skill. Okay, mining. I'm actually genuinely kind of surprised given that we've only mined a very small amount of stuff there. And how are we looking with, what's it doing right now? Oh, we're getting some more cotton. Very cool. Okay. That'll be the last thing we want. Like I said, it's around 30, 28, 26, and then this one... Come on, break the 30. His mining skill's gone up as he's been mining here, so you kind of hope for a little bit more. 27, fantastic. Well, that's all right. It was more than enough anyway. We specifically got more than we needed. Let's drop that one there, and then we'll run the cable down parallel to this wall here, but we'll run it straight through this southern wall. That way, we can hopefully hit this on the way down. Well, I say hopefully, it will definitely hit that on the way down. Maybe provide a bit more light, because I'm kind of sick of the amount of wood that we're burning through here with the campfire and the many different torches as well. Particularly because that's kind of our main building thing right now. I don't know about you guys, although I would love to get things built out of stone so that we don't get a horrible fire-related inferno. It's just not practical to be detracting away from the battery research and, you know, the food and the cooking keeping us alive. Let's do that instead. Actually, we don't really need to go that far. Although, if you want to hook it up to the same grid, we do. Because it can only connect to one thing at the same time, obviously. Let's do that, then. Or, yeah, no, I think that's probably the best way to do it. Or is that more efficient? Hang on, let's do I mean, it's going to be equidistant, you moron. Okay, does it... the distance between 2 points, if we're trying to get everything in between in a square shape, is probably going to be equidistant now that I think about it. Okay, let there be light. This should allow us to not really need a battery for a while. What's going on with this? Why is this not turning on? Excuse me, reconnect. Hey, there we go. Nice. Okay, what a great start. We've actually got a decent, I think a sustainable power grid too. Oh my god, I thought it was nighttime. No, it's just the eclipse going on still. Is that going to be providing enough power between these two? I mean, if they both run at minimum, obviously not. We're still running the risk of our food going off. Look, we're actually down to refrigerated levels now. Holy shit, we actually might even turn it into a full-blown freezer. Or not, never mind. Okay. That's fine, game. That's why this game can fucking hear me sometimes. Oh, so he's actually doing the repairs then, so he's got no other jobs to do. I think it was the right play to actually set the... Oh, I need to get those hauled to storage then, don't I? Oh, the fridge is also connected. Sorry, the freezer. Oh, this is good. Okay, let's get those hauled into storage then. We could increase the meal bill and actually give him more chance to do things like this. You know, get all the cooking done in one bulk unit and then... afterwards get him to build up his skill. I would like a second backup constructor. You never know. Delta might horribly give birth to just a disgusting tentacle beast or something along those lines, given that she did write a book on the occult mid-pregnancy, so God knows what sort of secondary effects that might have. So it'd be kind of nice just to have him as a backup character, or more realistically, she'll get the plague or something. At long last. Oh my god, we actually got it finished by today. I'm kind of surprised. Let's get that down as soon as possible then. I'm just going to build it right next to the grid already. Freezer's way too large, so it doesn't really matter too much. Right, what more do we need? We need more components, we need more steel, don't we? So let's get this one mined out. Let's go mine all connected ores. That will do. Oh, that's a lot right there. Holy shit. And then we'll mine these other couple as well. I even might mine this and open this area up just so that we're going to build our own Panama Canal, by which I mean avoiding the ancient danger entirely, because it's kind of a pain in the ass having it right there. Right, let's dig all of this stuff out. I'm not going to get too crazy with it, but why don't we cancel those and dig through, otherwise they'll run all the way around the top to actually go and hit those. And how much more steel do we need as well? Oh, we've got plenty of steel. Oh shit, so it's just the components we need then. Let's get some proper lighting in our base then. So no more wooden torches. Like I said, they're not really particularly sustainable here. We're going to get just basically most of it wired in. We won't do like the bedroom walls and things like that. It's a bit pointless. Got some basic lights planned out there too. We obviously want to upgrade the campfire next. I think that's the next big job to do. I think it's time. I think let's start on our little boat adventure early on, because on this island, there's not a huge amount to do. So we can build a rowboat. What is that? Rowboat? Oh my god, you're... I mean... Where? Rowboat, there it is. Hang on. Rowboat bioships. That seems like a bit of a strange upgrade. Part animal, part boats. Building a bioship requires specific resources that must be attracted via trading, such as exotic eggs or frozen... Excuse me? What species 8472 levels of bullshit is this? That sounds awesome, but my god. Building bioships. Oh my god. Imagine the tentacle Cthulhu worshipping pirates coming to steal you on their bioships. Secretly, it's just Delta and Upsa running a farm and wanting some help with that. But holy shit, that's so cool. We can make a Ironbound Leviathan, the Marachian Man-O-War, or we can make the Colossal Nautiloid. That's so cool. It wasn't really what I was expecting, I'll be honest. Let's go for a fishing boat perhaps first, rather than that. We'll get a little fishing boat built next. So apparently we can already build boats, can we? How do we do that? Oh, boats. That would make a lot of sense. I assume we build them in the water. Oh, interesting. For light travel. Okay, that's genuinely quite cool. Oh no. Are you okay? Do you need some... Oh, well, at least the rain's come in. I guess that was lightning more than anything else. Our boat adventures begin. Now that the batteries are done, we'll get the base lit up. We've got power dealt with. Once we've got... I mean, food is good. Defenses are honestly fine, because we're on an island. Raiders will have to come in and drop pods, and if they do, we can just come to death with our baseball bats. We've proven that. I'm excited to go on our boaty adventures, because I've never actually done anything with this mod before, and it's apparently very, very well made. So we can go out and we can visit other settlements, trade with them via a sort of trading cog. It's a cog with a G. No steel. Right, okay. Let's get the meals finished off first. Obviously, that is much higher priority. Then we'll get our guy out there. Why did you stop? Oh, because we're out of ingredients. Fair enough. Rice probably won't be much longer. Yeah, it's really not going to be. Okay. Get this steel down. Let's get the other battery built. I think that should be our first priority. So what do we need? But that is just that's the one we need the more components for. That's the sort of limiting factor there. We'll get a bit more steel down as well. Maybe I should make maybe I should make Delta have a slightly higher mining skill. Maybe make it 3 and then drop research down to 3 and then drop those down to 4. That way she'll do it before researching, and if I'm careful with the amount of steel that we designate to be mined, or anything to be mined really, it shouldn't cut into her research too much, but this is kind of urgent, I would say. Obviously getting some light into the base. Couple more batteries certainly wouldn't hurt as well after we've built these ones, to be honest, because we had a grid excess of like 6,000 watts then for a second. Yeah, look at this. This is unbelievable. So we'll get a couple more down because the wind turbines really aren't too efficient here. Gives us a little bit of wiggle room for expansion as well if we want to get down the electric stoves, if we want to get any sort of production-based things down. Thank you. Oh, my God. Delta pursued Upster by complementing his culture. I'm not going to make any comments on that. Upster agreed to become Delta's lover. Thank you. Holy shit, they've actually brought it back. They went through a bit of a rough patch there. Not going to say Franklin was the cause. Did Upster kill Franklin because he was jealous, do you think? I could operate on him. Bearing in mind that Upster is the plague doctor. He's like, oh, I could operate on Franklin, but it's too risky, knowing secretly he didn't want Franklin to take Delta away from him. Did we get a murder? Did we get a murder on the island? You devilish fiend. I'm making him out to be a bad guy. He's just a... I like to think, instead of being a bad guy, he's just a simple idiot. He's just a complete simpleton. Oh my God! Holy shit! Okay, that is pretty good news. Obviously, it's a bit more of a guarantee that they will stay lovers. But obviously, if they stop being lovers, it's a lot more tragic. Then we will have to build them separate bedrooms. Otherwise, we're gonna look at constant social fights, etc. Delta told Upster that she wants to spend her life with him. Upster agreed, and the two are now engaged. That seems sensible after you just got back together. I'm not here to judge. It's not my place. I'm just here to stop them killing themselves on starving to death. Right, okay. Electric stove down next, if you don't mind. We need 80 steel. How much we got? We used all the steel again? Oh, yeah, we have. We haven't even got enough for the power. Right, let's get a couple of these. So we've dug out a little bit of our Panama Canal, inverted commas, by which I mean a way to get around the mountain. It's just minor connected doors. Fuck it, that's actually quite a big vein we've got there. Holy shit, a lot of these myco-colossus? Overgrown colossus, sorry, myco-colossus are the mushroom ones have spawned in there too. Got a lot of these, are they rad yaks? I think we've seen those before. We've got that Will-O-Wisp, which is an interesting pet. God knows what the hell that would do for us. Is that a fucking unicorn? Now, I'll be honest, there was a comment on yesterday's episode that said you should tame a bunch of rats because rats are really, really good for getting rid of corpses and they will eat apparently tattered apparel and all that type of stuff as well. Great idea. Although, I was going to say we could be the rat kings and just imagine this. We load up a boat with rats, we send it into an enemy base, and just watch a swarm of 1,000 rats devour a bunch of people. That would be awesome, especially tentacle... No, I can't do another series, no. Look, I like Cthulhu. But given the CK2 series right now, I'm not sure I can commit to it. Maybe we'll talk about that later on. It's not important right now. Anyway. The point is, Eldritch empowered rats, but we could also get some unicorns as well. The kings of rats and unicorns. Oh, electric butcher table as well. Okay, cool. So we'll put one of those in the... We'll put that directly in the freezer to avoid the... Even though it does get the bad... I don't really care about the work speed penalty. Just to avoid the food poisoning addition for having the butcher table in the same room. We should probably also try and get floors in the rest of this place because it's adding up massively with the dirt. Did anyone vote on a doormat mod? Please tell me someone voted on a doormat mod. No. No, you're kidding me. Unless we start with them, maybe. Maybe we start with them. Maybe it's fine. Otherwise, that's a lot of cleaning we've got to do. What would they count as? Floors? Misc? Oh, no. Okay, then. Never mind, I guess. Oh, how community. You have one job, but that was to vote on a doormat mod. That's fine. You know, I'm sure we'll manage it. The downside of that does mean that we have to maintain cleaning all the time. Actually, let's copy that bill out of there before I destroy that. There we go. Very nice. Let's get that gone as soon as possible. Thank you very much. Okay, not too bad then. So, electricity is dealt with, the power grid is dealt with, we've got much better cooking, we have actual lights in our base now, rather than it just being extremely dark and scary. I'm not a big fan, I'm going to be honest, if we're going to keep this as a prison, which is basically all we can do with it right now, what I might want to do is build a corridor, and to be honest, what we could do is build it into a corridor anyway, and just put a door down if we ever recruit anybody. The reason I want to do that is because we don't want people breaking out of the prison immediately into a room with 2 wooden clubs in it, because that would not help out too much. That's kind of future-proofing, though. I don't even know if we can be raided this early on, given that there are no land bridges off of the island. Peril? Well, given what it sent me before, I don't have my hopes up. Oh, fox fur flat... fox fur flat cap. Incredible. Okay, Upset, you can have that. Go and grab that one. Only because he's outside more. That's basically all there is to that. Thank you. Wow, that looks very dapper. Can we get ourselves some actual clothes now, though? What have we got here? Plain leather, magical light magical leather. What the hell did that come from? The light shines with a strange ethereal light compared to most light leathers. It's quite a bit tougher and a bit better at all kinds of temperature regulation. Added by the mods. Magical menagerie, magical menagerie, magical menagerie, magical menagerie, magical menagerie, etc. Okay, I don't know if that's quite how that was. What's all our cloth gone? Oh, there we are, 392. So let's put down a tailor bench if we can. Electric tailor bench. Yeah, let's get one of those down. We'll turn this into a workroom as we go along and then build another stockpile. Actually, that's probably not a terrible idea to start now. 170 wood. What can we make with that? 250. To be honest, that wouldn't be too much more effort, would it? Let's do that. What's that, like 300 more wood? That's fine. And then if we go ahead and chop down some of these trees that are immediately outside as well, that way this can be a workroom. The one thing I always fall into the trap of in Rimworld is building the workroom in the same room as the stockpile, and then of course they're all very upset because you've got a complete mess in your workroom. Essentially, it lowers the beauty so massively. So no, I didn't necessarily want you to do that. I'll be honest with you. Oh, whoa, hypothermia. Oh my god, winter's setting fast. Holy shit! It was like 30 degrees a couple of days ago in game, and now it's like -6. Okay, to be fair, we do have essentially what is 2 vents into the bedroom now. We don't need the other one anymore. Let's go and get these shut. What is that looking like? Still -6. Shit. She's got actual full-blown hypothermia as well. Oh no. Yeah, okay, we need to deal with that, like, right now. Because she is also Pergonat, which is probably not conducive. Having hypothermia is not really conducive to that. Right, Delta, just build your own campfire. Keep yourself warm. Move around a little bit. There we go. Peace Talks quest. Don't really care about that one. Thank you. Okay, go. Right, go back to bed. She's good, I think. She needs treatment. Oh, no. Did she lose something? What does she need treatment for? Upser has also got frostbite. Oh, fuck. You can self-tend, though, can't you? Self-tend disabled. Right, let's re-enable that, seeing as he was supposed to be the colony doctor. And now she's ended up with more medical skill, for fuck's sake. Okay, you know what? Maybe I should swap them around, then. There, go on, then. Only because, I mean, doctor plus researcher is the same job. That just makes some thematic sense, I guess. We need better clothes. Thank God we got that cotton when we did. I'm so glad. Oh. A band of thugs sent by the Emperor of Finan caused you from nearby. They will keep your colony safe from threats, even ones potentially caused by them, as long as you pay the fee of 41 silver. We can't pay it. They seem happy about you refusing their offer and cut communications, assuring you they cannot guarantee your safety. Did we just get... Was that a shakedown? Was that protect... Oh, is this mafia? That's not very fair. Okay. Shit. That's a slight issue, Chief. I won't lie. That's a bit of an issue. That's a big concern. We don't have weapons yet. We might have to build something a bit more substantial than wooden baseball bats. Right, first job then. Let's get these windows shut. That is going to be the first... Given that it's like -degrees outside, I don't think it's a good idea to have those. Lose a little bit of light, but now that we've dealt with, obviously, the natural light-related issues that we had previously, that's not a concern. These are quite good. I quite like this window mod. It's quite well implemented. Lets in light, but you can close it to also trap in the heat as well. That's the downside to it. Obviously, adds a little bit of balance there. Well, there we are. It's starting to increase the heat a very tiny amount. About 2-3 degrees. That's fine. That'll work. Okay, so let's get working on some warm clothes for the winter. I'm going to get this done before the end of today because I know I will forget, and then I know our people will die horribly. You know, rather than do that, let's work immediately on the... There's not much point getting that one built if we don't have any workstation to use it with. So let's go for a electric tailor bench. We need more wood and more components. Oh, that's not ideal. Means we're going to have to go back outside again. Also, if we stagger that slightly, we'll be able to build things directly around it. Let's go electric tailor bench, like, do it like that. That'll do. Okay, well, we got plenty of steel. Unfortunately, we are completely out of components. Oh my god, we're completely out of components. Shit. Are there any on the map? Oh, they're so far away, and it's hypothermia season. I mean, okay, Opsa's got a fancy hat, so that's something. Delta, you are not allowed to mine anymore. Let's stop her doing that. Let's send Opsa out to go and get that as soon as possible. To be honest, it might be better to do that rather than cook food at this stage. So I'll let him... Okay, I'll let him finish that one meal. You need to come and get this as soon as possible. We're actually going to freeze to death, otherwise. We don't really have a choice, unfortunately. Done. Okay, so who was I going to have as our crafter? I was going to use Upsa as the crafter, which I think is kind of fair. Let's get smithing and tailoring slightly higher priority. Let's make some tasty, warm clothes. Parkas, I think are important. Parka. Let's get some pants as well. Gloves, that couldn't really hurt. A cape, absolutely. Why not? We need crafting 5, unfortunately, but that's okay. My god, there's a lot of clothing this time around, huh? And then what have we got? We've got parka. Maybe just like a shirt as well. Definitely couldn't hurt. Right, Upsa. We need one of each. So I think let's prioritize. Let's get pants, parka, then t-shirt. I think should be slightly higher priority. Then if you can, make gloves and a cape. That's fine. Upsa, I'm gonna get you to stay awake and actually work on this right now. Oh, it's very dark in here. Shit, I didn't consider that. Let's also get a light put down very quickly as well. Delta, if you don't mind, so he's not going to spend all night working on this. Oh, okay, cool. So they can wind the parkas over the top of the thermal wrapping. That would make a lot of sense. I believe that's skin level, isn't it? Thermal wrapping. Oh, the question is in that case then, can we wear that with the pants, the t-shirt, the gloves? Because t-shirt isn't skin layer, is it? Actually, don't remember. Right, so how's the stockpile looking as well? That's almost finished. She's got to be freezing at this stage. She's still not cold? Oh, it's 9 degrees. How is it colder in our... how's it colder in our stockpile than it is outdoors right now? Maybe we should reopen that vent, huh? And there's one for Delta. Very nice. Okay, that should deal with our immediate freezing issues. And then, what's he working on now? Pants? My god, those are taking him no time at all. Holy shit, has he really built that much skill? Obviously not, because they're awful quality. Right, get those on as well. Oh, he can wear those along with the thermal wrapping. Oh, or not. Oh, no, he's taking it off now. To be honest, I feel like pants and a parka are a bit more protective than that absolute mess before. It's like being just duct taped. Right, okay, let's get that one on too. And now, I think we're good. I think we should be fine. Yeah, they're all good. No, I mean, obviously still... living in a -2 degree room is not going to be conducive to health. What's he? Oh, he's making t-shirts. That's fine. We might as well just let him carry on working then in that case. For the last pair of gloves, I think we have not got enough cloth to make any capes. Yeah, that's it. We're done. Cool. Okay, so that's going to help out quite a lot. And then, of course, we can always just drop the parka and the gloves when summer rolls back around. So this should keep them kind of happy for a while. Good work. Okay, I'm pretty happy with the progress now. I think we've actually achieved a massive amount. Obviously, stockpile building. We'll start work on the workroom. Got some more floors down. We've got 2 spare bedrooms. Power grid is up online and running. We've got, new clothes. And apparently, coolest thing of all, we can build bioships. Because that's just the type of colony we're playing these days. I hope you guys are ready for when that comes in, because that's gonna be a fun little adjustment, huh? Big shout out to our insane top tier level patrons making the series possible in the first place. Remember, if you guys want to send me some names or start preparing some names ready for when we gain some other colonists, feel free to do that. Big shout out to Limpy George, Sarah B, Ben Hofflin, Goa'uld, Anthony Gawley, Shay, Paul, Average Gamer 419, William Green, Aromatic Fool, Justin Wallace, Aiden W, Harry McGowan, Northern Bear, Monkey, Atmosis, Jonah Waters, and everyone else over at the insane tier levels on Patreon as well. Big shout out to these guys. Thank you guys for making the channel possible in the first place. We wouldn't be here without you. And a thank you as well goes out to Betimus Max, Jeebus Crust, Tempe, Hey, I'm Alex, Tony L, Castillo J, Jackson P, Astro, Wesley C, Genji Zerka, Ryan Hooper, Adrian Ellison, Rob Girth, and Yorkers too, of course, along with all the other patrons as well. Thank you guys for your support. Much appreciated. See you all tomorrow for some additional Rimworld shenanigans.